Oh boy. I'm home, Blade Trial. Hang on. You're taking Yunli with you too.
Ching. How about a rematch? Best of 3? No. 1 round.
Your martial prowess exceeds that of the general, while I surpass him in strategy. How about we join forces?
Here, Claire, you can hang out with them. You can hang out with the Lafu kids. Oh, Feixaio.
Finally over.
Feixaio.
Thank you for holding out so long. The Cloud Knights are withdrawing as we speak. Lieutenant Yang Ching, how are you holding up?
I could take on 10 more.
I've never been better. I could take on 10 more Hoolays.
Take it easy, young one. Your wounds look quite severe. I'll have the Alchemy Commission healers see to you when they arrive. Who would have imagined that I would arrive late to the battlefield for the first time in my life? No. Perhaps you young ones' blades were just too fast for me. I originally thought, in the best case scenario,
You see that team switching might have been pointless.
hold this beast back while protecting your
Because we just fought a big ass boss.
However, you joined forces and defeated Hoolay. The youth are truly to be feared and respected. Come, we need to lock up Hoolay once again before anything unexpected happens.
Very unexpected.
I was so scared. I thought you were a goner there. We're so lucky the general made it in time.
And Ching, that was amazing. That final blow you dealt to Hoolay. How have I never seen that before?
Pretty sure it's Jing Lian's technique. My special finishing move.
Do you want to learn it? I can teach you. But I'll need some time to heal up first.
I hate to say it, but if you can teach me that move, I'll maybe admit that you're just a tiny little bit stronger than me.
Oh, it's the same thing. I thought.
Was it really us who defeated Hoolay? Why
But the
do I
other
feel
option.
like he suddenly started to flag during our battle?
It must have been our awe-inspiring righteousness that struck fear into his heart.
Or you know, the poison.
You really are an overthinker.
Oh yeah, wait till they
What's the
find
point of
him.
worrying about these things? Who cares why he started to weaken? All that matters is that we won.
That might have been slightly different. The Hoolay.
Such an unforgettable blade. So similar to the one wielded by that woman who defeated me all those years ago. Over 700 years have passed, and I thought I would have a way to overcome it by now. But in the end, my fangs and claws were too slow. One child.
Stop struggling, Hoolay. There's plenty of time for you to be tortured by your regrets when you go back to the Shackling prison.
Yes, I was defeated, but this was not unexpected. And regardless, you still showed your face, Feixaio.
Deal with it, Hoolay. In their beast battlefield, huh? Oh, I can pick anyone. Cool. Do I really need Yanqing for the story? No. Okay. It says story Yanqing right here, so I was like kind of confused for a second. You know what? Bring freaking Jade. Wait. Take Locha. Then Jade. Actually, I just realized I don't need a healer.
Just leave this to me, Lady Jade.
You know what? Better yet, hold on. Actually, no, yeah, this would be fine. Going with this instead. The Jade. Better got Quantum.
Forward to this for so long.
Was it Inner Beast battle?
Our little hunting game has finally reached its climax. I told you before, I had a path prepared for you. You've doomed
Shit.
yourselves. As I meet my demise, so shall the entire Xianzhou Longbow. The crimson wound in my chest will make this place shine with blood. I will drive all Foxians to madness in their fear, craving slaughter without end. What now? Feixaio.
This is the heart of the Borisin warhead, a product of the Plague Mark. I'll leave the next part to you.
I don't understand.
We cannot allow this thing to spread. I will do all within my power to consume this Crimson Moon. Once the situation changes, Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud9's military rules. Understood.
General!
Die, Borisin.
What? We clearly don't have wolf ears.
I will not allow any of you to leave the Sky Splitter.
Does she think we're her enemies? Hoolay just wanted to take down the General, even at the cost of his own life. Snap out of it, General!
Together as one. All things human creations.
Yourself, nothing. Melt! Yeah. See through clouds!
I thought we'd get a minute to catch our breath. We do. Do we fight or run?
After all this, do you still think running is an option?
I think so.
Converge and awaken.
We're handling it well.
Go heavy! Bring mountains! May song bring us victory. Stars echo.
Oh, it doesn't play the whole song.
Easy, Numby.
They changed that. You just play no matter what.
We can't let her get away! But do we stand any chance at all?
She said, I'll leave the next part to you. She put her faith in us! Trying.
I promise. I will cure you. Feixaio.
No one can live forever, Jiao Zhao. This time, I must break my promise. Is this the Sky Splitter? Or somewhere else?
Lieutenant Yanqing, you are to enforce the Cloud Knight's military rules. Understood.
We can't let her get away! Snap out of it, General!
You always leave the hardest battles for yourself. Even now, you would never run away. Isn't it strange that as your enemy, I understand you even better than your own allies?
Hoolay?
This rage, I remember the taste. I know that it was the victory that it thirsted for. The hunt itself. Isn't that right, Feixaio?
You shouldn't be here. I saw you die with my own eyes.
Just consider me a figment of your imagination. Before every hunt, I make preparations for defeat and retreat. But not this time. This time, defeat was exactly the ending I was racing towards. When I learned your story from Jiao Zhou, I realized that he had always been hiding a secret, and that not even the healer himself understood the meaning of this secret. What an ironic fate, don't you think? All this time, waiting for this day to come. I never imagined that this was how it would turn out. But I accept it. Now, let us break through the ironclad defenses of the Ogden General's heart and see what secret she has hidden in those deepest, darkest corners.
I'm just saying I can attack these. Weak.
Familiar smell of death, like a vulture.
I'm out. I know story stuff's happening.
I'm sure that the people of the Xianzhou have shown me these familiar scenes countless times. But they only showed you. They Xianzhou is weak, they play the victim so they can win your sympathy. When they are strong, they make you their avenger and have you fight in the name of justice. I found it. This is your shadow of doubt.
So-called survival of the fittest is nothing but an excuse. You cannot weaken my resolve, Hoolay.
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies. Murder's cruel. You have betrayed the alliance.
But they all way met Cloud Knights.
Your actions are no different from those of the abominations we stand against.
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abominations that runs through your veins. One day, you will inevitably become an enemy of the Alliance. Cloud Knights, formation! You ran into the arms of your master's arm without hesitation. You thought that you had found freedom, respect, and recognition. But you, they know too well that a wolf will always be a wolf. Now your greatest fear is about to come true. You will become an enemy of the Xianzhou.
Ah, I see what he's trying to do. The whole moon rage and everything.
This is your fear.
Wait to instill terror within me. All of this is nothing but a phantom.
It's time to return to the pack, Feixaio. No matter how deep the hatred you bear for the poison, no matter how much we may consider each other enemies, I will still show you this path that you never imagined was available to you. Because you made a choice. You devoured the Crimson Moon. You are worthy to become Morrison's warhead.
Did you say?
The descendants of Duran who came to rescue me hoped with all their hearts that once I regained my freedom, I would be able to turn the tides of battle and change the fate of our people, allowing the Morrison to return to their former glory. But this was just a dream used by someone with ulterior motives to manipulate the Morrison. They would rather place their hopes of survival in an imaginary savior than gain the courage and strength to fight to the death. Morrison like that deserve no more than to be sent to their deaths. And I, a prisoner who was held captive for over 700 years, a criminal of war who was deprived even an honorable death in battle, would become a puppet upon my return, at the mercy of others. This is a fate that I will never accept. For those who are truly strong, Foxy and Borson are no more than labels. Someone who is truly strong chooses their own path.
Well, no.
Your healer, Jiao Cho, served you with such loyalty. He was even willing to die in order to cure your rage. I told him before that the only way to save you would be in my hands. If you just nod your head, you will awaken from this nightmare that the Crimson Moon has inflicted on you, and your body will be born anew. From that moment, you will no longer be trapped by your rage. Your doubt will be swept from your mind like dust, and your fear will naturally disappear.
So this was the path that you prepared for me. To become a new you.
That's right. We are so similar after all. We both were monsters that were born for war, and die for war.
I'm sure my answer doesn't need much explanation. I've refused.
I told you before, oxygen and poison are no more than labels. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. Accept these truths, and the poison will bow to you. Destroy them, reduce them to dust, or teach them to become servants of the Xianzhou. You are free to do as you please. Carve your name into the Xianzhou's history books, or into the list of arch enemies. You have the final say.
You do not understand, Hoolay. You have no idea what it is that I truly desire. When I was just a child, I stained my hands with blood for the first time, in order to escape the whips and shackles of the Wolf Masters.
Mirgle, don't stop! Keep running! I can't run anymore. Saran, are they catching up? They're still behind us. Don't stop! Mirgle, look up! Look at that light in the sky! That's a shooting star. It's shining down on us. If we just tell it our wish, we can have our freedom. We will all be able to escape. We'll win our freedom and then share it with our cooler brothers and sisters. So you have to run. Quickly. We can do it. We can escape.
Dense darkness behind came fierce howls of wolves and the cries of wild beasts.
Mirgle, run with me.
We ran and ran with all the strength we had. But we ended up losing each other. I escaped the hunting pack and encountered a woman that could fly. A Cloud Knight.
I imagine you kept your promise.
Unfortunately, when I led her back in order to free my cooler companions, there was nothing left there but a bottomless pit.
The light of the devilish archer. A star of calamity that strikes the ground and leaves only devastation in its wake.
In the years that followed, I followed the trail of that light alongside my Cloud Knight allies, and saw it fall countless more times. Gradually, I came to understand. That light was not some shooting star that carried wishes and aspirations. Each Lux arrow meant that countless lives in a helpless world were about to be obliterated. I prayed to the god of the skybow that I would never have to witness one of these shooting stars fall again. But they ignored my prayers.
That's right. They never answer us. They just let us loose in this world to massacre each other. That is why the fierce battle between us has raged to this day. And the gods who never plead nor cry, who watch silently from above, refuse to listen to the prayers of mortals. Then we have no choice but to fight for our own desires. Do you understand now, Saran? You and I are similar in more ways than you think. You are a beast that was born for war and will die for war.
Perhaps. So, what is it that you yearn for, Hoolay? Why is it that you fight?
I fight so that I can turn the stars above into a great wilderness for Boris to roam. What about you, Saran?
I fight so that one day I will never have to witness another shooting star falling to the ground. So that just one more person can live and return to the Yaoqing alongside me.
You would resist becoming the person you were supposed to be. Lower yourself from a free wolf to a domesticated fox just for the sake of one person. Then have it your way. I will use your fear and doubt as my nourishment. I will seize you and devour you. I will place you and become Feixaio.
We are so similar. Both monsters that were born for war and will die for war. You were right when you said that, Hoolay. So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster. Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are
That's pretty
sworn
cool.
to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
That's where the whole emanator of the hunt comes from. Her back tattoo.
Tears of blood. And all living creatures have howled
Did Shadow Feixaio? What is this, Persona 4?
and hunted the weak.
Now, I will use your air beast as my weapon, and your name as my prey.
Feixaio! Disguises and showed me how cowardly and powerless you truly are, Hoolay! A wolf lurks in the heart of every born and foxy. the moment you grow, it will devour you.
If the beast parts of Shadow Feixaio are resonating, the next attack becomes enhanced. Substance reduction received by parts of the resonant state increase. When the parts are weakness broken, all team units action to advance forward. I did not mean to do that with Robin. Hold up.
Creations.
I swear to be there.
Forever triumphant!
That's how she's able to do that. Pretty much an emanator of the hunt. That's what I wanted to do with Robin. I'm glad they did that because then I'd be able to hear this music all the way through.
You will first have to beg for my mercy. Forever triumphant! Victory inevitable!
What are you made of?
And yank. Right on time.
Shadow's whole thing to do like follow-up attacks.
This is the oldest I have experienced for 700 years.
That's pretty cool looking.
And awaken.
I swear to be
Forever triumphant! Victory inevitable!
Make your move, Hoolay.
All things human creation.
Looks like I can recover some of this back. Youngling's looking a little low on health.
Self, not the soul.
Forever triumphant! Victory inevitable!
You got like 2 attacks right there. Like the dual blades and the axe. I believe the axe is used to break their weakness while the blades are used for just DPS.
Quick divination. Counter as one.
The energy recharge up.
And yank. Right on time. All things human creation.
A lot of damage though, damn.
I hope for an end to strife in the world. All together.
like that still attack on her. That's like a meaty swing on that freaking axe.
I swear to
Forever triumphant!
Our little hunting game ends here.
Use Terror Split to end the shadow of Feixaio.
Mighty light of the heavens, wolf in my heart, come to me. We shall conquer as one.
My only enemy has always been myself.
General. General, you're awake.
That was freaking cool. I like that. Wasn't expecting an ending like that. The wolf hunt mission has finally come to a smooth end. I wouldn't say smooth. That was really rough at the end. All the war has defeated and slain, the wolf troopers no longer resist the complete overwhelming of the Cloud Knights. Me and Motes. You find Jiao Cho, who is on death's door. This time, one more business must be settled with the after around Hoolay's jailbreak. Oh, Linksha. I wasn't expecting another Linksha visit. She is still down. I think, yeah, she is still down at the Waterscape Gorge, no?
Like to hear their explanations.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome, Miss Lingsha. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron? Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on. What's with this new look?
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self. Dan Heng, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway. Life does love its ironies, doesn't it?
I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce.
Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the Preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borison's escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling prison.
Care to explain?
That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara, a craftsman, once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauron, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill
is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling prison.
Son of a bitch.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right.
All comes back full circle. See you in a minute.
Surprise. After all, both of you were sent here by the seat of divine foresight as messengers to hear my confession, weren't you? Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. The survival of the Vidyadhara. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Dan Heng, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand the desperation behind my actions. All I've tried to do is to ensure our survival.
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin. But Elder, your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Oh, despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Dan Heng, the past is behind us, but the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must unite in purpose and avoid the mistakes of the previous Imbibitor Lunae.
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, I realized that there is no point in talking about trust. Breaking the covenant of our alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors, because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival won't convince us, you want to talk about interests?
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. However, if they suffer defeat, the Alliance will face extinction. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, I have a way to escape from this dilemma. The Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers and would not need to worry about casualties. Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the immortality plague. Only we, the Vidyadhara, can achieve this.
Sounds nuts.
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I'm deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions
Always the elders,
are
man.
completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it.
Oh, Bailu.
Miss Bailu!
Mr. Dan Heng and Sister Lingsha! Everyone's here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he?
Maybe.
According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Lawfu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. But when it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield. It's ridiculously pitiful.
Pretty low, man.
Survival is never a sin. We're all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution. Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
Wish for rebirth?
I see right through your plans, Mr. Tauron. Vidyadhara rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during rebirth. You might not be you, but you will still be you. I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Narf. Interesting.
Do whatever it takes. Make sure they don't leave here.
You know what? I can work with this. The double healer, sure. Why not?
How appropriate.
Time to cleanse the filth.
What are you looking at?
Miracle.
Time to kill.
You heard it too.
Fiend or devil.
What it sounds like he's saying. Like, no, you're on the Zen show, buddy.
Time for a lesson. Time to kill.
Really now? Gonna start bringing wolves into this? Doggos?
How appropriate.
Be a pure body and not the truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Sorry for the spamming. I didn't mean to.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours. Bending the rules.
I don't know what that was about.
Back it up now. For me or you.
Stay put. Get there.
Lose some, win some.
Nope, still has a contract. I think Herta loses it here, though.
Honor to me. Time to kill. Miss it.
Get there.
kind of wish I had Locha to get rid of their deep buff or their buffs.
May the Faust take time to cleanse the filth. The truth, everything in this world is bleeding.
Time to twirl!
I always deliver.
What are you looking at?
Do you know who
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Immerse yourself in
Where's Paul? How breaks him? Cool.
Honored to meet me.
He's talking my country. What the hell's up with that?
Allow me to pour time to cleanse the filth.
I should have done the mono fire team. I don't know. Probably would not make any faster progress than this is.
There's no backing up now, for me or you. The truth, everything in this world is bleeding.
Nope. There we go. Oh yeah, skill points.
Dragon Lady, are you alright?
Not expecting a fight. Honestly, I was expecting a black screen.
Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the sage queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil, I'm sure she will make a just decision.
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Lafu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us preceptors, that's quite an overestimation. Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love to wield. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hoolay has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Sky Splitter. The bloodshed at the Warheads is bound to be gruesome. Perhaps, even before my trial, your impeachment will have you in dire straits first.
Regrettably, Mr. Taoran, the Sky Splitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hoolay was executed by the Cloud Knights.
Get dunked on, nerd. Operation Wolfhouse Shadow has ended. We on the Alchemy Commission. I'm mourning for someone. I didn't know March had red flags. March 7th. I didn't think you.
My dear Miss March. I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady?
Nah. Hope it's a zombie.
Are you amused?
Very.
All right, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters. The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time. Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
Well, there's not much I could do. General Feixaio didn't really.
Damn, my boy's getting all the voice lines.
Wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Hoolays with just one strike.
And a flip of a hat.
You sound exactly like Master Yenching. But
Quite literally, a flip of the hat, he would have been done.
We have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf.
Patient C ebbs. Go visit everyone in the hospital. Check that achievement. Well, no other wolf troopers enemy are on the field. Hoolay triggers moon rage. Oh, when Hoolay triggers moon rage, gotcha. Hoolay cannot unleash Lupin C's call bloody grim. That's a mouthful. And moon range duration. It's some move. Arrange the C ebbs. Hump alongs. 2-time horn trial. There's one more, actually. Oh, Yuling's fine.
Please stay tuned.
You never know.
Look who's here. The beloved Trailblazer and the charming March 7th. You came to the Alchemy Commission today. Oh, I get it. You are here with March to visit her masters, aren't you?
Exactly.
Make sure they're all good.
How are my masters doing at the moment?
Unfortunately, only one master is here. I'm doing fine.
Master Yuling ran out on her own.
I'm just following the doctor's advice. Miss Bailu said I could take a stroll, so here I am.
He took a meaty hit.
Master Yenching wasn't as lucky. He's probably still in bed. Considering the intense battle with Hoolay, and then with General Feixaio, the rigorous sparring session with her. His small body couldn't take it anymore.
Master Yunli, didn't you also engage in combat?
The little babies from the Luofu just don't have the resilience that us kids from the Juming have.
I heard from Modza about the tough battle against the wolf troopers. You fought alongside Modza. Did you get hurt?
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. The enemies are mostly taken care of by General Feixaio.
A few versions of the story from the
If you heard that, that was completely not intentional.
Went from a few dozen to thousands.
I caught air in my throat.
And the number keeps rising.
Oh, like I think I burped. I don't know what happened.
By the minute.
Yunli, go and lie down.
Got it.
Yeah, go lie down, Yunli. It sounded like it went bleh in the mic.
Smiley Fox Healer, and the guy with the hood.
Thank goodness you and the others found Yaocho. He lost a lot of
anyways.
To rest properly. He and Maoza are seriously wounded. I've had to forcibly confine them to the Alchemy Commission. All 3 from the Yaoqing are critically injured. But fortunately, the Xianzhou Laofu has a miraculous healer lady. It's a silver lining in this misfortune.
It looks like the entire delegation from the Xianzhou Yaoqing is gathered at the Alchemy Commission. Why don't we go see General Feixaio and bring her some fruit?
I would normally say no, because they need to rest. But, alas, what can you do when the 2 of them have a leader who is just as restless?
True.
General Feixaio just slipped out of the recovery room. She thinks she's so sneaky, but I know everything that happens in the Alchemy Commission. If you're looking to meet her, the luminescent depths might be your best bet. I spotted her heading that way earlier.
Oh, he's fine, thank God.
Footsteps. They must belong to General Feixaio. Out and about, despite the doctor's orders.
What a coincidence. Someone else who refuses to listen to the doctor's orders.
Well, being a doctor myself, I don't think my knowledge of my own body is inferior to the Dragon Lady's.
The healer does not heal himself. Don't try to act tough in front of me. I'm sorry, Chow Chow. I didn't expect you to use poison that way. What a miscalculation. If only I'd found you sooner. If only I hadn't sent you to the shackling prison.
The way you're speaking, is this really the Feixaio I know? Or could it be a Borisin assassin, imitating your voice to take my life?
Jojo, your eyes. You can't see anymore, can you?
I can still clearly hear the sound of the waves. That's enough for me. Don't blame yourself. You know what I'm more concerned about? Has your body had any changes since you swallowed the Crimson Moon?
I'm not sure. There don't appear to be any changes. However, the many doubts that once plagued me have dissipated.
I never thought I'd live to hear you discuss your health again. But thanks to Moza and that child, the price I've paid seems trivial compared to what we've achieved. I hold no grievances, Feixaio. I am content.
I don't know how to offer words of comfort, nor do I know much about curing others' ailments. I am just a warrior, so my pledge to you is simple.
An eye for an eye.
So you were here too.
In this vast universe, there's bound to be someone who can heal your eyes. I'll find them. But until then...
The threat behind all this chaos needs to be dealt with. You must already have some ideas. Let them out.
The resurgence of the Sanctus Medicus and the gathering of the Borisin are merely distractions orchestrated by an unseen force meant to divide the Alliance's attention. Unfortunately, they picked the wrong fight this time. Once we return to the Yaoqing, I'll personally lead the Verdant Knights into battle. I vow to take down a Lord Ravager and teach the Ruined Legion the true meaning of the hunt.
I knew it. You've always been so impatient.
The divine foresight.
I apologize for my tardiness once again. The Alchemy Commission detained me for some time for a health examination. They released me only after ensuring I was in good condition.
Oh, General, seeing you safe and sound puts our minds at ease. Hoolay's escape caused significant upheaval and forced the war dance to be put on hold. A truly unforeseen disaster. Fortunately, the
the younger generation showed their valor. They bravely tackled the crisis, putting an end to the disaster and providing a glimmer of hope in a dire situation.
Before Master Diviner Fu Xuan's departure for the Yutre, I
Oh, they mentioned my girl again.
about the war dance. She left a note stating, "The hexagram oscillates between thunder and heaven, a sign of great power, assuring us that we would successfully navigate any challenges." She advised me to trust the younger generation's abilities and let them lead. Her predictions, it appears, have come true. It's just the Xianzhou Luofu's long-standing duty of keeping...
Before she left, she's taking herself like, nah, they got this.
Death on the skies.
Yeah.
This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance's upper ranks.
You had to think
However,
that for a
Hulay's
minute
demise might actually be a blessing
while she was
in
gone.
disguise. Broadcasting this news could derail the Borison's resurgence and quash the ambitions of those who wish to take advantage of his return. Hand over Hulay's remains to the Xianzhou Yaoqing, and I'll handle the explanations to the Alliance. But what about the war dance? While the Wolf Hunt mission was a success, the events on the Sky Splitter remain a secret. However, the news of the Borison's attacks on the streets will spread like wildfire.
The war dance was interrupted, so it must be reconvened. As for the people who witnessed the attacks, beyond placating them, we also need to show them the Xianzhou Cloud Knight's fearless dedication. On the war dance's opening day, Rogue Borison attempted to stir up panic, but was swiftly neutralized by the Merlin's Claw and the Cloud Knights. A genuine tale of heroism that will captivate and calm the public.
As Elder Huayan suggests, the Luofu will do its best to heal the wounded and compensate those who were affected. We aim to reopen the war dance in the coming weeks.
This settles the immediate concerns on the Luofu. My thoughts linger on the orchestrator behind these events. From the onset of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, the Xianzhou Luofu has experienced numerous disturbances, directly linked to the Lord Ravager Fantilia.
Her attempt to infiltrate the Xianzhou with the Borison and sway the Luofu preceptors to join the Sanctus Medicus's insurrection was unsuccessful. But I have a feeling that she is indifferent to the success of her plans.
Rather than outright victory, Fantilia's motives seem to lie in breeding discord and chaos among allies. Should the Alliance fail to mend these rifts, it risks disintegrating into a pile of sand.
The goal of the Xianzhou Alliance has not changed for thousands of years. Perhaps we should point the weapon in our hand toward this new adversary. I plan to bring this matter before the Marshal following the war dance.
With Elder Huayan's insight, one wonders how the Marshal will react.
It's clear we're engaged in a game of chess not seen in thousands of Amber eras. A game where even the strategists become pawns in battle, where the stakes are as high as the fates of countless stars in the sky.
There's a bigger threat out there.
Predicting the Marshal's decision is beyond me, yet she's well aware of our concerns. She has tasked General Yao Guang with performing extrapolations day and night to gauge the situation comprehensively. We gathered today not just to tackle the Luofu's predicaments, but also to address a matter requiring our collective presence. Yao Guang has sent a message from the Xianzhou Yuchui, informing us that she wishes to share the results of recent calculations she made within the Matrix. Jing Yuin, I'd like to borrow the seat of Divine Foresight's chessboard for this purpose.
Literally has a chessboard. Ancient bells been struck in the depths of the Xianzhou, sending ripples. The slight burst of the chessboard.
It's been a long time. Over 3 decades have passed since we last convened. I've dearly missed each of you generals during this time.
Was the seer strategist thinking of us or thinking of the fates we're destined for?
The Merlin's Claw. As blunt as always. Though, not everyone's cup of tea, huh? You once told Genuine, you're lucky that I'm the one who came this time.
That voice sounds familiar.
This conversation might not be so friendly. I'm intrigued. Did this conversation really come to pass?
I've never heard anyone mention that the Decalite reflection barrier could eavesdrop on even the quietest whispers. It appears that the Marshal sent not just 2 generals to the Luofu, but an uninvited 3rd guest as well.
People have been saying that Mr. Jinyuen's intellect shines as brightly as the seer strategist's. With the Luofu caught in such strife, the Yuchwei couldn't just stand by and watch.
Seer strategist, our time with the Yellow Bell is limited. Let's get straight to the point.
Alright. Thanks to Mr. Jinyuen, the interrogation of the 2 prisoners on the Yuchwei has concluded.
Chen Jinglian.
Mr. Jinyuen's speculations were correct. Of the crimes they confessed to, planting a Stellaron on the Luofu was a complete fabrication meant to mislead. Their real aim was to secure a meeting with the Marshal to present their Godslayer protocol, a strategy they firmly believe in.
Godslayer protocol?
And what was this grand strategy proposed
sounds
by
like badass.
Liu and that traveler?
The narrative they painted was vast and difficult to put into words. It all revolves around the coffin of the blonde traveler.
Shit.
To be precise, it's the remnants of the propagation.
The remains of the swarm author?
More accurately, it's a
Those beetles.
of the divine body. In the future they depicted, this fragment serves as the final nail, sealing the fate of the plague's author and securing its doom. Before reaching that point, battling the gods necessitates a larger alliance. Hence, they sought out an ally for the Xianzhou. I assume you've all heard of the famed Genius Society member number 81, Ron May, haven't you? The Eye of the Yuchwei.
That's twice she's been her name dropped.
Uninvited guest arrive on the Xianzhou Luofu. 3, 2, 1. Right on time. Now, as for the best way to receive our distinguished guest, I'll leave that in your capable hands.
Do you remember your name?
My name is Tingyun.
Oh shit!
An ambassador of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild on the Xianzhou Luofu.
That Run May earlier? Freaking foreshadowing till what, 2.7? Damn. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. I like that. You don't want to even stay here and talk about it because this is a nice area. What's what me to do next? Oh, the event. Yeah, we'll definitely get to that. This is a nice view over here. Yeah, let's just go down. No, this is a good view. I like that. It was a good story, I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty lengthy at the end, but hey, I enjoyed it. You know what? Feixaio was a pretty cool character. In fact, actually, while I talk about this, I actually did pull for her. I don't know if you saw it during the character selection. You probably did. Probably nothing new. This update like came with like a triple banner early on. It had like Kafka, Black Swan, and Robin in it. It was really nutty. And Feixaio. It was like I was able to get her, Robin, and Robin's Lycone this period, which is very nice. Who else did I get? Oh yeah, I did get a E1 Topaz. And Linksha.
To bear witness to the great General Feixao's heroism again is truly fortunate.
I'm having a hard time finding Topaz because she's next to freaking Clara. Has the same color scheme. Like, you could tell too. The one thing I really liked about Feixao's character design, you could tell they had a lot of fun playing with the colors because this chick has like several different colors on her. And that axe is pretty freaking sweet. So that's from Lan, the Aeon of Hunt. That explains the whole back tattoo she has. Really an emanator of the hunt. Linksha too. Yeah, I was able to get a E1 Topaz too. I don't know, I like the story. I think it's pretty good. Nice and lengthy. Not super short, but not super over exaggeratedly long. I don't think there's one thing I didn't like about it. It was pretty good. Pretty good. But now we have like the whole war dance and everything to do. The whole like actual tourney of this. So with that all concluded, thanks for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. Next time we'll be taking on the event itself. Oh, that's another event I gotta do. Which is Luminary War Dance. I heard this was long, so hope you look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it already. If you like, my friends' links, my links are in the description below. Like to give us a follow, that'd be really great. Same thing with my friend Zolo on YouTube. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. See